Dan Patrick Fan Show, episode 11, Monday, January 13. What goes up must come down. And what's up, Mahomes? Touchdowns! Welcome to the program already in progress. Take your section row seat. I'm literally Ryan in Honolulu, and who wouldn't want to host a Dan Patrick Fan Show? What a great Dan Patrick show today, DP Show family. There's way too much to cover in this pithy Dan Patrick Fan Show, but I did like DeForest Buckner from 49ers interview. He seems sneaky good. And also David Pollock talking about college football. He has such a high motor, as Polly mentioned. I wonder who has more higher motor, Julia Edelman, David Pollock, Tony Reale, or JJ Watt. Dan had a particularly great intro today. He talked about Lamar Jackson and not judging him just based on one game and saying that, he is great. He's not average just because he didn't have a great performance in one playoff game. I agree. My take on Lamar Jackson was that I didn't like his attitude and his facials and body language when even just before halftime, he needed to stay steadfast for his team and determined as the leader, as the quarterback, and showed the guys that they still had a chance. But he kind of went Cam Newton a little bit on us. Also, in Dan's intro, I think he got it so right about the fake punt call by the Texans on 4th and 4 when you're up 24-7. I personally also thought, I think you might have just lost the game here with the momentum switch. I'm sure some of the DP Show family felt the same way. I'm not trying to be biased. My favorite interview today was with Hawaii's own DeForest Buckner from the 49ers. He does Jack in the Box commercials, which are aired over here, and he is really good with the press. Dan asked some really great questions, premising that they controlled Aaron Rodgers the first time they met this year and what he expects this time around, and DeForest really gave a great detailed answer, even going into the wide receiver cornerback matchups. Hashtag DP Show family, let me know in the comments below on Twitter, YouTube Ryan in Honolulu, Facebook Ryan in Honolulu, what your thoughts were on the MVD today, or anything regarding Dan Patrick's show. My MVD today goes to Paul Pabst. He had a lot of great content today talking about the FCS Championship, North Dakota State Bison winning again, and where they might compare to FBS schools such as Rutgers, Boise State, and what conference they could fit in. Very interesting. He also talked about his 11-year-old daughter wanting to pick her own NFL team to follow and what advice he should give as a dad. Also very important to Paulie was the passing of Rush drummer Neil Peart, and he gave a couple of tributes through live look-ins and discussed that on the show. My own little tribute here, and what I feel is probably appropriate now, is the song that was played of mine last year in a live look-in, Meat Friday song of Rush.
Guys, sources tell me today is Thursday, but we're having Meat Friday on a Thursday, which is great, expanding the brand. Now, we have a video song for Meat Friday. This is our buddy Ryan. He lives out in Honolulu. He knows how to play to me to get something on the air. He went right to my heart. Here it goes.
Today's Meat Friday, you know the drill. So throw some steaks on the Traeger grill.
Bang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Take that.
Well, that'll do it.
Don't you want to know, like, the background, how many takes, who's at home, like...
Yeah.
No. Let it stand.
Sometimes it's just left to the imagination.
Meat Friday.
Mom's yelling, Ryan, dinner! I gotta do this all over. Come on, that was perfect.
I think he is a married man who does not live at home with his mom. That's the research I have.
Could have been a Will Ferrell wedding crasher there, where he's at home.
Ah, the meatloaf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
And meatloaf would be good on the Traeger grill.
it would.
Oh, you can make it.
How about that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, that's a great.
Ooh,
Smoked
That
meatloaf?
smoky flavor. Oh, man.
smoke loaf. Yeah.
Loaf is a gross word.
It is.
I'm sorry.
It doesn't.
Why
This
is that?
segment on meatloaf, should they change the name to like
Meatloaf would be more popular if it wasn't called meatloaf.
right. We talked about this last year.
Yeah.
The meat. I never came up with a good solution.
It's just loaf.
Loaf.
Yeah, it does sound gross or like something that's been sitting around a while. Like, this is all we have, the loaf.
Just the loaf is left.
Thanks, I'll eat tomorrow.
Meat Friday.
Now's the time when we give a shout out to the best fans in the world, Dan Patrick Show fans. The Lost Kid in LA on Instagram commented on last episode, dude, I can be your wingman, #goose. That's awesome. I love when Dan Patrick fans want to get involved in the Dan Patrick fan show. I'm more of a Val Kilmer type, except maybe Ice Cream Man. That's a walk-off.
Cause this